Hey everyone, I'm Moise and I'm founder of Grandeur. Today I'm very excited to be here because we're going to talk about future of Grandeur and there's so much to unpack. So when we started this company, we believed that there's going to be a future where devices and hardware, which are all around us, are going to play a much more central role in our lives. Like our machines will be making powerful decisions for us or could be carrying out tasks for us based on our instructions. Um, but when we think about that future, in order to get there, we need more and more tools for hardware developers. And we think that this is a future which is worth getting excited about because that will make our lives much more easier and distraction free. So we set on this mission to make it possible for more and more developers, engineers, and entrepreneurs to get successful in this space. And with our backend as a service platform, we made it possible for developers to make connected things, things which are connected to cloud and storing data. So you could begin with one device or scale it to thousands of devices without ever touching your own infrastructure. Or you could store an enormous amount of data and actually deliver it to your end users without ever touching your backend or writing single line of code. This journey has been wild and magical. So what started as a dorm room project is now a community of 4,000 plus developers from all over the world. And we're now processing more than 10 million API requests, device requests every month, with more than 30% of our users already using this product or this platform in production. But with every step along the way, it has become clear that there's still so much more that we can do. And, we're barely scratching the surface of our potential as a platform. And so we've been asking ourselves this very important question, what is the future? And that is the question that I'm here to answer today. And we're going to peek into the future. So when we imagine the future, we think of devices which are not only making decisions for us, but feeding us utility-driven information and insight and just making our lives easier. But in order to get there, this data, which is right now sitting in silos, the data that, our devices are collecting and it is sitting in silo as no real value, we have to actually take it, we have to process it and deliver it to end users. And that is how we'll be able to create value. So this is the direction where we're going. Today, I'm very excited to announce Grandeur Apps. It's a new way for developers to interact with their applications. You can use Grandeur Apps to create custom dashboards without code. It starts with developers connecting their devices to Grandeur, and you can then go ahead and create your own application. You can just select your device, and it will take you into this interface where you can drag and drop widgets to create, custom dashboards. And you can connect your widgets with device variables, and there are widgets to display your data, or, then there are other widgets which can actually help you control your devices. So for a demo, let's build a dashboard for my air conditioner today. I'll drop a graph widget, which will pull the power consumption data of my air conditioner, and I will add a slider to control the temperature. So now I can go ahead and run the application. So you see that as I'm setting the air conditioner to a lower temperature, it is consuming more and more power. And it doesn't stop here. You can go ahead, create shareable link with your users. You can create shareable links, and then you can share your applications with your users, your family, or your friends, and they can experiment with something that you have invented. So Grandeur becomes this powerful tool that can help you prototype, get feedback, iterate, and it cuts this lead time for hardware developer by months. But it doesn't stop here. Not only you can, now moving on from here, you'll be able to run queries, create predictions, or or perform calculations, or assert logic on your devices, or actually run entire end-to-end data pipelines on your devices without code. And what if I tell you that you'll be able to do this with actual natural language prompts? So that is the other thing I want to talk about. It's called vision. So vision is our AI runtime, it lets you actually talk to your devices. So like you can actually pass instruction to your devices with prompts. So to imagine this, so picture you are a startup founder and you've created a smart thermostat company. So you can take all of your user data, raw user data, you can figure out your user habits from that data, and then you can take instruction from your users and actually make decisions. Well, that sounds magical, but it is exactly the future that we're bringing to the table today. So Grandeur Apps is already it's live right now. It's available for everybody and you can use it right now. But Vision is in beta and it's only accessible to developers in our waitlist. We are gradually opening Vision for more and more developers, but we already have 1,000 plus developers in our waitlist, and the best time to get on the list is right now. When we think about future, we imagine a world where, developers could just get started and could focus more on hardware. So like, there's this space, there's this gap where you design your hardware, which is hard in itself, but then you have to make it possible for you to get that data, process it, and the cloud, and you have to figure out the cloud and build it. And there's this gap, which is, not making it possible for more and more developers to get started. And that is what we're aiming to bridge. And, we are on this mission to become this consumption layer of IoT. So the possibilities are just limitless, and it's a future which is worth getting excited about. And by this all, we hope and believe that we'll be able to start a new era of innovation in hardware space. So thank you so much for tuning in, and stay tweaked because we still have so much to talk about. And thank you so much.